What's going on, guys? VGG here, and hopefully you've been enjoying Wuthering Waves. So I wanted to put together a kind of new series that I'll be doing that's going to be a weekly guide. That way, for those of you who are the kind of free-to-play casual players like myself, it gives you something to shoot for each week. So I know in games like this, there's just so much that the game kind of throws at you, and there's so much to do, and you feel like, I really don't know where I need to spend all my time. So I put together kind of a list of weekly objectives as well as daily objectives. That way you can feel like your time is being valued and you'll continue progressing. So number one, this is week 1 of Wuthering Waves, launch week. We're going to be getting into the game, and there's going to be quite a lot that you're going to have to learn and start figuring out. So let's go through the big ones. So week 1, what you need to do is, the first thing, you need to complete your story missions up until your first union level wall. Once you hit that union level wall, you're going to unlock dailies, companion quests, etc. And you want to go out and do all of those, because those are going to give you large amounts of union level experience. You can see here. And just as a reminder, union level is your account level. This is going to be the thing that is going to kind of unlock new story missions. It's going to dictate your world level, all of that stuff. So you want to continue pushing your union level as often as you can, and that's going to be the most important thing every single week, is that how can we continue pushing our union level. So as you go through and you're doing those dailies, those companion quests, and those side quests to earn that union level experience, you're going to eventually unlock more story missions. You want to go back and do those story missions. That way you continue progressing the story and unlock more systems within the game. So once you've hit your story mission wall, once you've hit your union wall, the next thing you want to do is you want to unlock all of the resonance towers on the map. That's these things here. This is going to reveal the map as well as give you some fast travel points and give you a little bit of union experience as well. The big thing here is revealing the map is going to put some of these key points on the map, like these tacit field bosses, different things like these perspective benders, etc. And you want to go through and try to do those as well. Now, doing all the bosses and everything like that, you might not be able to clear every single one of them, but going through and clearing these out is going to be a very, very big thing this first week, because again, you're going to get a first time bonus when it comes to union level, as well as Astri and your resonance experience and your weapon experience. So you're going to get a nice little bonus here for your first clear rewards. So going through and doing these is going to be super important. The next thing you want to do is, as you're going through the game and you're getting all of your new polls, things like that, you want to make sure to pull on the initial banner. That way you can get a 5-star and start building your team around that 5-star. For me, I got Verena as my first 5-star character, and then after that I got lucky and I got Calcharo as my second 5-star character. So with that, you want to start investing those resources and building a small team around your first or second 5-star that you've gotten. Now, if you watched my other video, you know where to get all of the Astri and new polls and things like that. So continue funneling those into your beginner's choice banner as well. That way you can continue building out your team to be super effective. The next thing we need to do is we need to get our data bank up to level 10. So we want to get it to level 10 because we want to start kind of building up our maximum stamina. We also need the Astrites because we're going to be pulling as much as possible, and you start getting some tuners, which is going to be super helpful down the road. We're not going to be tuning or leveling up our echoes right now, but down the road we definitely will be. So the next thing we need to talk about, and remember we're still on weekly objectives, is we want to do our weekly boss fights. So you can see here I have 1 attempt remaining, it's 3 per week, and you're going to get these rewards right here, which are going to be key for upgrading characters, pushing your union level, and getting some materials. Now these do cost wave plates, which we'll talk about those here in a moment for our daily, but make sure to do your weekly boss challenges and don't continue pushing it off, because by the time you get around to doing it, it might be weekly reset and then you've missed an entire week full of rewards. So the next thing we need to talk about is Tower of Adversity. So once you unlock this, go through and do Tower Adversity as far as you can till you reach a stopping point. Because again, you're going to get good clear rewards. We can see here, Astri, these hazard records, which we'll be able to purchase things with, as well as experience tokens. And the other thing we want to do is progress in the elusive realm. So the elusive realm is another thing that we want to make sure to kind of push as far as we can on. This is something that unlocks a little bit later. Continue following your main story missions until you get to that point, because the elusive realm is another place where we're going to be able to get good experience as well as good resources to continue pushing our characters. So those are all the things we want to do for week 1. Basically go through, do all of our bosses, start building out our team, and doing as much of the story missions as we possibly can. Now for our daily stuff, let's talk about that really quick. We want to do our daily activities, which are over here in our guidebook, and they're these top thing here. So our daily activities are going to give us a huge amount of union experience, around 1800. So continuing to go through and do these every single day, you can see we reset in 10 hours, is going to be key to continue pushing forward for that union level. So if there's one thing you can do every day, make sure to do at least your dailies. They're very quick, they're very easy to do, and it's not going to be something that's going to take a ton of time. So do your daily activities. The next thing you want to do is go through and you want to touch on all of your events. So here we have our first kind of week of gifts, and you're going to get a free character as well. And then if there's anything else that you can click on through here to go ahead and do, make sure to do that too. Then the next thing, we want to make sure to get our Pioneer podcast. Clicking on this, you have at least one thing per day because you log into the game and you get points, but there's also other things that you can do in order to get points as well. So as you're consuming wave plates, as you're doing your guidebook, things like that, you're going to be able to get points and progress this, which is going to give you more rewards. So the last thing let's talk about are our wave plates. So wave plates, you get 240 per day. These refill one every 6 minutes, and these are going to be how you are going to redeem these rewards. So as you go through and you do your tacit field bosses, you're going to have to spend 60 wave plates to get your items. So make sure to go and do this and pick one that you want the echo for. That's another big thing, is don't just go and like grab one and like, you know, try to beat it or whatever. Do one that you want to do some echoes for. So for instance, Calcharo, right? I want to kind of build up my Thundering Memphis because I want to use that as an echo for Calcharo. So I want to go do this guy. So if you want to do, you know, different ones, go and do different ones. But it's key to go ahead and knock those out. And then you can also do your simulation training. This is where you can get some smaller levels of union experience, but you can also get some of these experience items down here as well. Now for this, you only cost 40 wave plates, so it's not really a huge deal. And it can be a little bit different. That way you're not fighting bosses the entire time. Okay guys, so that is your week 1 guide. That's everything we need to complete between launch, which was on Thursday, to next Thursday, the 30th. So if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any other guidance or tips, let me know in the comment section below. As always, I'll be back next week for the week 2 guide to let you know what you need to work on that week. Let me know what you guys think so far about Wuthering Waves in the comment section. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been VGG, and I'll talk to you guys next time.